Alright, so I've already basically gone through Partia 1 and 2 with Explore videos, but I figured for Partia 3 I was going to do a full-blown Let's Play. Now, I plan to do a whole lot of explanations for this game here, but for the first episode I basically want to sort of limit that a little bit, so we'll try and save at least some of that for later on. And we'll just basically enjoy the first stage and go from there. There will be some explanations basically after I beat the first stage to show off the menus and stuff like that, but that'll be after, so that'll be fine. So Partia, the Knight of Partia. I'll note for the options I basically just disabled the dialogue to be auto and put to manual. And here's a message from the developer team. Team Imago is a small indie game maker to develop fun SRPGs and RPG games for everyone. I hope you enjoy the game and like it somewhat more than you hate it. We appreciate your ideas and comments. Delight in your kind words and learn from your criticisms. Always contact admin at aplayamago.com. And there's the credits basically, so it's made by Dustin K. Cho. The creator and producer is Brett Stable. I guess he also did stage design maybe. Or I guess the creator is Dustin and Brett's the stage designer. Two-man operation. There's the freelancers, so apparently Matt Walker made the unit sprites, the stage design. Ray Zhang made the original character portraits and TM the original character portraits. So there's the internet stuff right there for the sound effects. Various sprites were from the Wolf editor apparently. Some background photos basically from regional photos. And all this other good stuff. Music. I won't go through it too much, but you basically get the idea. It's a little bit developed behind this team and this game here. Alright, so let's start a new game. I'll note for the game mode, I'm just going to turn everything off. Basically, I'm not going to make you set to expert because I'm not exactly an expert. I'm going to turn off the horse rule and the active turn, basically just have the basic gameplay, and let's go from there. In your youth, you arrive in front of a pavilion. When you peep inside, a dark figure gestures you in. As if pushed from the behind, you stumble toward the face of the mysterious man. Welcome, little one. How curious the light in you is. What is your name? Well, I am DFuxa. And this is my Let's Play, by the way. It is a good name that suits the owner. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm a boy. So you are, very fitting. May I ask you some questions? In this war-scarred lands, how fared your parents? They were tough-skinned and strong farmers. I see it. Somebody educated you. An old knight. It is proper. Who is your closest friend? A girl. Indeed. What is your friend like? Adventurous and brave. Very good. What is your favorite pastime? Listening to musicians. Highly commendable. What is it that you aim for when you grow up? A revenge. Now then, what are you willing to sacrifice for your own cause? An arm or a leg? Thank you, young DFuxa. Go now, and be well. I see someday we will cross our paths again. Till then. For more than 1,000 years since the fall of the legendary Parthian Empire, the lands of Partia has been divided into many countries. Nations have risen up and fallen along with ambitious men and women in time, and the land was mired in constant warfare between factions big and small. 50 years ago, the whole continent was embroiled in a bitter struggle when the Justinian Succession War spilled over into the War of the Seven Kingdoms that lasted nearly 30 years. People suffered greatly until Lacros, king of Ultra, conquered the other 6 kingdoms and finally ended the Great War to unify Partia. Lacros became the emperor to rule all Partia, fulfilling his life's dream, but soon passed away due to an old injury. His son, Eggarant, succeeded him. Eggarant was once a promising young man, but soon proved to be an idle ruler. Corruption plagued the court, then spread throughout the empire. Loyal and able men were replaced out by greedy and ambitious. Corrupted officials and viceroys bled the people for their own gains. Population who were forced out of their living died miserably or became bandits wherever the empire's mighty army seemed away. When I grow up, I will become the best swordsman of the empire! No, you can't, because I will be, just like Prince Betelgeuse. Fine, Hilt, you can be that. I'll give it to you. Then I will have to become the Grand General. Sigmund likes books, so he can be the best strategist like Lord Seginus, or a Grand Cancer. Sure. Let's make a pact! We three will become the pillars in the Empire that will last forever! Imagine ourselves engraved in history, advocates of unity and peace, both feared and revered. What's an advocate? It means you will be the sword, and I will be the shield of the Emperor, while your brother here will become the brain, which is really the most important of the three. Oh yes it is. Ah, books are boring. On the contrary, young Hilt, it is unequivocally precarious unless we value the lessons of history. What? You're just throwing big words around. Aha, of course I am. Come on, let's race to the castle. Are you alright, sir? Sorry, my mind wandered off for a moment there. Any reports from the scouts? Geralt sent a message that the bandits are at a castle ruined across the bridge. Very well. Tell the men to be cautious of an ambush. Real dogs are here already. Damn scums are moving fast. Brother, you're wounded. Why don't we retreat into the mountains? We will, but we must buy some time so the villagers can run. Damn dogs are tight in a circle, and we'll get holed up in the hideout. Alright, so, combat begins. We have a small little team here. I'll go into like what stats do and stuff like that a little bit later down the road, so let's just enjoy the combat for now. Now, with this archer here, we move into like this house down here to collect some loot, so let's do that right now. The house seems deserted, and Cecile finds a coin. I'll note that later down the road we can basically sell this for a little bit of money, so we're just going to grab it now. And alright, let's get into combat. I'll note that here's our main character called Alexis. We're just going to quickly unequip his armor as well as his shield because we don't really need it for like this initial battle here. Move him right there. We have a mage right here, we'll move him over here. We have a horse archer, we move him like over here. We got an armored knight over here. We're just going to take off his armor and shield. And he just go right there. And then finally we have the swordsman over here. We're gonna switch him over to a steel sword and move him over here. Already against me are a bunch of soldiers here, many of them with axes, as well as this guy with a sword. Up here are some villagers. They'll run in a moment, but let's just see, like, how things unfold here for a moment. So we'll end our turn. And you come down to attack. Mechvin gets attacked first, but he retaliates quite hard. There's villagers running away. Next comes that axeman and this axeman. And here comes the swordsman. He gets a good, strike from the swordsman on my side. Men, you are completely surrounded. Surrender now, and I will show you mercy. The hell of you, Imperial mercy. What are you going to do? Hang us quick instead of spike and bleed us? Listen to me. You don't have to all die. I will spare anyone who surrenders to me personally. Shut up! First I'll turn as dogs. Alright, so, next turn. Let's move the archer up to here. Move my, commander over to here. Actually, we'll move him in a moment. We're just going to wait a moment. Let's have Mechvin make a retaliation against this guy for attacking him. Blah! He kills him. Next, we'll have you make an attack against this guy for hitting him. You dodge. You dodge. You get struck. Excellent. Now, I will note by the way, my mage is basically under, pressure here, so I have to watch out for that. So, we're gonna move my, commander over to here, basically to stop that from being an issue. And by the way, this is a named character right here called Krios, or Kros. You can see, his inventory and stuff like that, his skills, other stuff. He'll have a background a little bit later on, but, for now he's just gonna, be very basic. Alright, let's move my horse archer around a little bit. We'll go here. And let's attack this guy a little bit. And move back onto the mountains. And I want to keep my mages basically safe from attack here, so let's move on to the trees here for a moment. I know that you can get, defensive bonuses from trees and stuff like that in mountains, so that's why I have these guys positioned as sucks right now. Here's our next turn. Mechvin gets hit. He retaliates. My commander gets attacked, but he just slaughters the guy right on him. My horseman gets attacked. And I'll note by the way, my horseman didn't retaliate there because he's got a bow. But let's just speak about this first. Their numbers are small. We could break the circle here. All of a sudden, reinforcements appear for the enemy. Now, basically, to sort of describe something that happened here. Note that basically constantly get a retaliation against this guy. Basically, with bows, you have a minimum range where you can't attack people, so he can't attack this guy basically in his range here because he's basically too close. He has to be a little bit farther away. And note by the way as well, Kros has 18 HP right here. This guy was down to 8 HP, but he used a potion in his inventory here, and I believe this guy has one as well. Basically when these guys get low on HP, they can use potions to heal up, so that's basically something they can do. Anyhow, we're getting a little bit pressured here, so we're just going to move these guys back a little bit here, I think. Well, Mechvin makes him move over here to help guard, I think. I think we'll move the swordsman over to here to go after these guys. And he slaughters that axeman right there. We'll attack Kros with my horse archer. Now, I'll note that like that white flash basically saw there. Whenever you see that, that means like the character gets a critical, and they actually do extra damage as opposed to like what they're normally able to do. And as a result of that, let's move this guy over to. Let's see, where do I want to move him? On this hills is basically fine for now. He's gonna possibly get attacked by two like things here, but it's fine. He's like in a good position. I'm gonna move my like mage basically up here, maybe to like cover these guys a little bit, maybe in a moment. So move him right here for now. Now we're gonna need arch basically over to here. Let's end our turn again. This Spinner attacks by Axebin. He gets attacked right back. There we go. My Chimera attacks this guy a little bit. Now it should be pretty obvious, but these archers are able to like hit my like melee first because they like are too far away to retaliate against him. We got very lucky there because my horse didn't get attacked, which is nice because he doesn't have a whole lot of defense, but whatever. Nice little attack there. And Kroos dies to Alexis. As does that guy. Alright, let's see here. We can't do a whole lot of damage with my like, stuff here right now, so let's thin these ranks out a little bit. Yeah, so numbers are small, right? So have to watch out for that a little bit. Let's bring my archer over to here, maybe. Perfect shot right there. I'm gonna attack this guy right here to try and finish him off. Perfect. And stay right there, basically, to keep, just like cover here a little bit. Unless this guy's basically reach quite like in here a little bit, so he'll have to move over here to attack these guys over here, I think. So maybe you should go right there and attack right here. You can attack up here, I guess. Ooh, we got critical back there, and yes, the enemies can critical you if they want to, or can. Whole lot of misses there, but that's fine. Now, I will note by the way in this game that there is like miss percentage for like your your characters, I think, because essentially if you have like a very high chance of like hitting enemies, there's a very good chance they'll basically like fail to like hit them, and vice versa. Oh, my horseman got attacked there. He leveled up though. Oh, there we go. Alexis finally got, a kill off on that guy. There's a nice big level up for him. Lots of stats basically on that level up. And cripple back to this guy. I'm okay with my commander getting a little experience there, I guess. Though preferably I want to get these other guys leveled up a little bit faster, so let's see here. This guy can go attack the boss, I guess, over here, so we'll just have to start, like, firing at this guy at, like, long range where he can't attack him. I'll note this guy doesn't move at all, so we can basically sort of like just blink away at him until like, we get our experience basically up as we want to. While you're here, let's blast this guy in his marines. Perfect. Let's have you move over to here maybe to attack this archer. Or fail to. So have you move over here, or actually move him onto the hill here so you, like, you know, doesn't take too much damage when you basically, you know, it's shot at perhaps. So big hit. Another big hit. And let's move him onto the hill and we'll attack on this guy right here. Note though that guy could retaliate against my archer here because he actually is in like his like, you know, attack range, so they're basically able to exchange fire there. And we're just gonna attack this guy here to finish him off. Oh, we missed. But we got him a second time. Back against attack there, it's fine. I'm okay with this. We're gonna try and finish him off with an attack. Nice miss. Nice miss again. I'm actually okay with misses right now because like these guys are actually leveling up here a little bit, so the longer this like combat's basically drawn out, the more like, you know, damage to basically like, you know, well, the experience to basically get from like their attacks and stuff, so it benefits me, these guys basically like, you know, duking it out with like, you know, fights here, so to speak, so what's gonna do as I will. Ah, why not? Let's move this guy to finish this guy off. Well, here's the thing. I want to basically get as much experience as possible here, so we're going to send this guy down here to attack, I think. Move this guy right here. There we go, level up for Megpin. Nice little defense staff for him. I guess Alexa can finish him off for like, you know, big damage, so we'll do this with him. And move this guy basically over here to start attacking the boss soon. Yeah, this guy basically doesn't move at all, so I can actually train like my guys on him a little bit, so we'll do so. Bam. There's one for Cecil. That's a fairly good stat spread. I'm okay with it. And you can attack from here. Nice miss. So let's go right here. Now let's move this guy back here. Move my swordsman over here for now. Now, I'll note by the way, I want to be, not like surround this guy too much because there is actually surround bonuses in this game where if you basically surround an enemy and you don't have a whole lot of friends around, they'll actually have like a reduced like ability to dodge. So if I actually like surround this guy like with a ton of guys, they'll actually have like a reduced chance basically like dodge me. So I want to basically somewhat avoid that. You know what? Let's just go like this with these guys right here for now. So put mech around the trees, basically like, you know, give him some cover. Let him absorb some hits from this guy. We'll avoid like attacking with like, you know, my swordsman for now. And I have to say, this guy's dodging like crazy, even though he's like, you know, not that good at dodging. Oh, there we go, he actually used this like, you know, health potion. I was actually waiting for him to do that a little bit there, so like, you know, I really will on him a little bit, so now I want to note by the way that this guy's actually taking reduced damage now. He actually leveled up, so these guys can't level up in battle as well as your own guys, so we're actually getting experience here. We may actually get this guy a level 4 if I'm like, you know, not careful, but whatever. Let's do this, let's do that. Level up for Kunst there. Speed and skill and HP, all good stuff basically to get. There we go, Megpin got a level up. And that's very crappy, but you know, I'll take the defense I guess. Yeah, let's just move this guy out of here. He's taking a lot of damage, so let's just, like, not getting any damage anymore. There's a little bit of, action from my Cecil guy right there. I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna send this guy up here to attack him. I know that my swordsman can actually take a lot of damage for this guy, so I have to watch out for that, but Oh, we criticaled him. He actually leveled up twice there. So 2 levels for my swordsman right there. Very crappy levels, but oh well. Alright, stage 1 results. 0 allies fell, or 13 enemies fell, and I got a reward of 2600 crown. And we enter the ending cutscene. So, find every rebel in hiding. Kill them all on sight. Please, sir, she's only a babe. Shut up, worm. Scoot out rebel spawn too. What is happening here? Who commands these men? Oh, it's you. Don't you know how to greet your superior officer, Vega? Sir, my apologies. Are you trying to kill everyone in the mountains? Because you're doing a horrendous job either way. These are all rebels and sympathizers. They deserve nothing but death by the law of the Empire. Damn it, man! That's exactly how you breed more hatred among these folks. Don't be soft, General. Even a boy can hold a bow to shoot his shoulder from the back. These words, by the way, they'll have a lot of meaning by the end of the 2nd stage, just so you know. We must instill fear into these worms, not to even dream of rebelling against the Emperor. I'm growing tired of your antics. Listen, Vega, I don't want to reprimand you in front of your men for insubordination. But... Lieutenant, your captain is tired. Please escort him back to his tent. Brrr. Geralt, stop the soldiers from killing more civilians, and make them report back to their posts. Yes, sir. Megfin, have your men collect the survivors, and escort them to the refugee camp. Yes, my lord. Sir, you know Vega's uncle sits on the Emperor's council. Yes, otherwise I would have ended the man's life myself just now. It's best to practice caution dealing with such animal, especially when his house is so mighty. He's not a soldier, he's only good at butchering innocents. Such men are often being stationed for what they are good at in this world. Of course, thank you, and I will keep that warning in mind, Renard. And there we go! We beat the first mission for, or first stage basically for, Partia free. Now, before I do anything else, I will note that there's this, a nice little menu here for, doing stuff in. From here, I can basically access, the cargo and stuff like that for, these guys here, as well as, see their organization, so I go, to, what their backgrounds basically are and stuff like that, see, their, breakdown of the stats, how, level they basically are, get their backstories. I'll do this a little bit later, by the way. Maybe I'll do it by the start of next term, so to speak, or next stage. Besides my HQ, we also have a blacksmith where we're gonna basically buy some goods, so I can buy swords and stuff like that. We'll actually buy a couple right here. You can also buy bows and stuff like that as well. I can't remember, I don't think these guys basically have yeah, I just have iron bows, this guy right here, and this guy here as well. They don't really need anything like too special basically these guys, so we're just gonna go into these guys and best some iron swords these guys right here. It's a little bit overkill giving these guys steel swords basically to start with, so we're just gonna have them basically carry weaker weapons waste on these guys for now. Because the basically blacksmith, you can basically buy stuff here, you can sell stuff. That includes armors and shields and stuff like that. And it'll be restock with better stuff later on down the road. There's also an item shop. From here we can basically buy potions, cures, and keys. Potions are basically for HP recovery. Cures for curing poison. Keys are for opening doors and chests. Also magic for my mages and my healers and stuff like that. I'm gonna skip the inn for now. There's basically a pub right here. I can basically talk to the barmaid here if I want to, so let's talk to the barkeep. I hear Imperial soldiers are burning any settlement they find and killing all settlers. How horrible! Talk to the old man. Emperor Agart has two tribune sons and a daughter. Fulhamut the Black Prince, Ulti-Baron the Brave, and Katrina the Ice. By the way, note these names here because this one will be very important right down here. It seems the Imperial Court is divided between the supporters of the two princes and who should succeed the Emperor. We have a young woman here. General Alexis has a reputation for being a playboy, but he is always nice even to a provincial bumpkin like me. Now I will note by the way, there's also a guildman here, but this guy has nothing to do right now, so we'll just wait for a little bit till this guy has stuff for us. Another miscellaneous here, you can turn on your horse rule, active turn, and expert mode if you want to, so you can actually change the difficulty throughout your game if you want to. We're gonna leave this off the entire game, but it's there if I want want you to show it. And I can also save right here, so let's just save our game here to the first one right here, I think. Now, this inn. Alright, so I want to note that in this game, basically, when you go to through the first stage for the first time and come to the screen here, the inn, you'll be presented with a random character you can basically recruit into your party. In this case, I recruit the Archmage Says, who comes with a meteor book, a book of fire. He comes with calm and composed. And you basically see his other stuff right there. Now, something I really don't like about this game, is that there's actually a sort of hint of it being a great idea to sort of start scum, so to speak, to get a good starting character. Because if you get a good starting character that's fairly cheap, you can actually do quite a bit, to sort of tease the game early on. And that's probably what I'm gonna basically do because I don't really like this setup here with this Archmage here, so I may like this sort of start scum, so to speak, to get a better character. Just to throw it out there, there will be a lot of saves coming and other stuff happening here because I do want to show you off certain aspects of the game, and basically if I get a certain character to do so, then it will be a lot easier basically to show off stuff that may not be able to do with other characters in the other party. So there will be some starts coming, but whatever. Alright, so there will be a next battle basically coming up, but we're just gonna quit the recording here. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, thank you for watching the first stage, and take care.